Hey, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new webisode. It's Monday. I'm really tired, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time complaining about that because that's what I get for going to the NASCAR races and being in row 44, which are really great seats. It's really high, and I was drinking a lot of liquids, which is good for you. And probably walking up and down the stairs is probably good for me too, but I'm feeling it today. So it was interesting this morning. And I love it when these moments happen. I get the biggest kick out of these things because you have these little revelations. And maybe it isn't necessarily anything that's drastically new. Maybe I say this and you go, well, of course, John. But it is one of those moments where I kind of go, yeah, this all makes sense. And it happened during the show this morning in covering a variety of different stories. The push for more gun control after the January 8th shooting. And I'll add this one in. The calls for more civility in the wake of the January 8th shootings. The stance that the Arizona Daily Star and many take against the illegal immigration laws being pushed through, the open border crowd, most of the things that the left fights about, and it is the left. I mean, you can't deny that. They don't really want to see happen. You know, the Arizona Daily Star doesn't really want to see more gun control. Those that are calling for civility really don't want to see more civility. Those that don't want to see our illegal immigration laws pushed through and think it's bad legislation don't really care if they are or aren't. The open border crowd doesn't really want an open border. And you want to know why? Because if they got all those things, they would not be able to push their agenda. If they got everything they wanted, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. And it really does go in defining the difference between left and right. The left is so much style over substance, so much feeling and emotion over common sense and doing what's right. While the left stands for, you know, your free market capitalism, smaller government, more freedom, liberty, and upholding the Constitution. And I always talk about on the air how hard it is to counter the left because of how willing they are to be irrational and hypocritical. But the same can be true for the left countering the right. Because ultimately, it is in many ways harder to counter the truth. Which is why they end up being so hypocritical and irrational. Now, again, you might be watching this going, yeah, John, I knew all of this. And to a certain extent, I did as well. But it's one of those moments where you see all these things taking place at once, and it really is nothing more than a response to what happened last year. Now, the question is, these things are cyclical, and eventually that pendulum will swing the other way. Hopefully that pendulum takes longer and longer to swing that way, and we'll be able to keep people in power that are going to make the right decisions for a longer period of time in hopes of showing just what Republican conservative values, policies, and agendas really can do for the country in turning things around. All right, thanks for watching. Another webisode tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.